We just saw Kneecap, the indie film, mostly true story about the band Kneecap with the actual members of Kneecap, about this Irish Gaelic hip-hop group. What'd you think, James?
Tossing it to me.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It's probably my favorite movie this year so far. Really great music. Obviously, it's the music of the group, but how they mix it into the film is really awesome. And then
yeah, with the lyrics on the screen and stuff like that.
They had a lot of like animation on the screen and stuff.
Yeah, that was almost like, it was like reminiscent of the graffiti. That I feel like that's what they were kind of going for.
Well, maybe. I mean, it all takes place in Belfast, and it's the overarching message is just kind of like preserving this Irish history and language, and standing up for your rights and stuff. Looks like it all took place in a pretty tumultuous time in Northern Ireland, where they were going to try to stamp out this indigenous Irish language, and through the help of these guys and others, they were able to preserve it. But just the fact that it's actually starring the real members, and that they were so good in their roles was really great.
Right. Nice. Great actors.
I had completely forgotten that it was based on a true story when I was watching it, and so they just really, all three gave really great performances.
I don't think they could have cast someone else to be them.
Yeah, and then when they were performing, and it was clearly them performing, I was like, I could totally believe actors going above and beyond to really master the language and how to rap and stuff. But obviously, it's much, much better when you have these authentic performances from the actual artists.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really great energy, really funny, really touching. Lots of father-son stuff as well, which was really great. So really almost like family, really family focused, and
I want to look up if the guy who was the DJ really was I think he really was like a music teacher and like spoke.
Yeah, if it's based on a true story, I mean, probably.
Obviously, some things are satirized and exaggerated, but I really enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. I thought it was really fun. I'm wondering if they created any original music for the movie, or if it was everything that they'd already done. But even if they'd done like a slightly different rendition for the movie, I think it's still considered best new. It can be considered for best new original song. But I'm almost positive Ireland has to be submitting this movie to be considered for best international film. I'm assuming. I enjoyed it. If I was gonna get like super nitpicky, if I was like the producer, I would have made it a little shorter. What?
You're always like, it's a little shorter.
If I had moments where I was like, okay, we've already
an hour and 40 minutes.
We've already made this point. It doesn't matter what the actual length is. I saw Oppenheimer and never once thought this movie's dragging on. It's the experience of being in the seat. So, but yeah, overall it was very, very enjoyable. And yeah.